Yeah, put some bananas up in this. Get some potassium. What's up, baby? What's up, guys? How you guys doing? As you can see, I am bumming. I already did my cardio for today by walking to the other side of the city, and I'm chilling, taking all those carbohydrates, really trying to get myself 100% restored, because as you guys know, as I mentioned earlier in this video, I am going to be changing phases, and I want to be 100% for that, okay? So I just went through a phase of strength and slow eccentrics, working for explosion, working for stability, working for overall strength, absolute strength, okay? So now I want to be changing to something that's more cardiovascular, something that's more around the terms of intervals, and really preparing myself for a fight that I want to fight in August, okay? So I'm starting this from scratch, and I want to share this with you guys. 3 most important steps to follow in order to create a good and effective program for yourself. Okay, so step number 1. You need to be able to identify your goals, okay? So don't be general, be very specific, okay? So let's say if you run a 9-minute mile and you want to run a 7-minute mile, say, okay, in 1 month, I want to be able to run a 7-minute mile. Okay, so that's your goal. And it's super specific. That's a good goal. Don't say, I want to get better at cardio. I want to get faster at a mile. Okay, no, you need to tell yourself, you need to tell your brain, you need to tell your body, this is how much I want to get better by. Okay, and besides, when you reach a specific goal, it's a whole lot more satisfying. Okay, so this is very important. Keep your goals, identify your goals, and make them specific. My goal is to be able to go through a 5-minute round, super intense, not being able to talk, just work, grueling, grinding, and be able to recover within 30 seconds. That way I have another 30 seconds to keep breathing, just clear my mind, and go on to the next round. Okay. And step number 2, make a schedule. Super important. So here, I started off with this schedule right here: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so now I can visualize my week. Okay, I visualize my week, and then I begin to make a workout schedule that accounts, very important, for recovery. Okay, so obviously I'm not gonna work 100% my shoulders every single day, because if I don't recover, right? So let's say this is my potential, my shoulders. I work on Monday, I bring them to right here. I don't fully recover. I won't be able to give this much recovery, this much of my potential, thus not being able to overload on my muscles and not being able to progressively overload, progressively progress, right? So if you don't, you'll grow into plateaus, and you might even get rhabdo, right? So make sure you account for recovery, right? So you need to divide your muscle groups, okay? That's one way. That's the main way to account for your recovery. Divide your muscle groups for different days and space them out. You can work out muscle groups more than once a week, but preferably you do, right? And then you space them out during the week accordingly to what you can do to your body, right? And another very important thing, this is a side note, diet is super important to your recovery. The amount of protein you take, the amount of carbohydrates you're taking, and the amount of fats that you are taking. And obviously supplementation helps you with your diet. I do have a link, by the way. Cage Muscle is making this happen for me. I have a link down there for 15% off. Cage Muscle is a little bit more expensive than normal, but that 15% really brings that price down for you. And so make sure you hit the link. I recommend recaged and pre-caged. Recaged for recovery, protein. They have fruit punch. Like, that is like not normal, because most of the time they have like chocolate protein and stuff like that, but they have fruit punch. That one's amazing, by the way. So yeah, hit the link so you can go, so that you can supplement yourself for recovery and stuff like that. Step number 3 is, now that you have on your schedule, right? Monday I'm gonna do this, Tuesday I'm gonna do that. Now you have to create the actual workout. You have to create, okay, so for example, let's say I'm gonna do an interval. I have an interval right here written down. Okay, today I'm gonna be working a full body interval, okay, and so let's make it a little bit more specific. Okay, so I start making my intervals, 30-second wrestling penetrate, squats, push-ups, blah, 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 blah. You make it super specific to accordingly to your goals. Obviously, if you want to work your cardio, you do not begin to work with like bodybuilding muscle workouts and stuff like that, because that's not where you're going. One of the most important principles in fitness is the principle of specificity, right? If you want to get better at boxing, you got to work at your boxing. You want to get better in having cardio in boxing, you got to work at your cardio in boxing, right? So make sure you add these when you make your workout. Okay, so be specific on how to reach your goals. Okay, so now these are the 3 most important steps for you to progress at making your workouts. Very important that you do these at home, because basically we're all stuck at home. So make sure you are able to do these things. Not everyone can pay a personal trainer, blah, 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 blah. So here's some simple goals to be able to help you continue to progress. Always feed yourself, stay strong, stay safe, and always keep it together.